So I was a bit ahead of the game on this one, and it's these very lo-fi, talking head, zero editing style YouTube videos. I've been talking about this for years. I've been doing this for years, and despite having a small channel, this particular channel, I can easily attribute over $1 million in extra revenue in my information business over the years. It's probably more than that, but I kind of stopped counting, and YouTube's never really been my main thing. And I actually did a training around this strategy a couple of years ago now. I'll put a link to it below if you want to check it out. It's called the micro channel cash machine. It's like, how do you turn a tiny channel like this that doesn't get that many views into a real cash flowing asset for your business? And the key is using it in a very different way to the majority of the people, okay? A majority of other people. In this video, I want to talk to you about how I'm going to be restarting this channel. I did a video yesterday about how I'm back and what's going on, and I'm uploading again. And so I want to just share with you the strategy that I've always used when it comes to YouTube, and what I'll be using again, because it's just served me so well. And then maybe you can go and either change your YouTube strategy if it's not quite working, or if you've been wanting to start YouTube but you don't want to be a YouTuber, right? Like, I'm not a YouTube guy, I'm a business guy. And I just happen to create content because it's part of the overall business structure. But I never wanted to be, an influencer. I've got like 4,000 followers on Instagram. I never wanted to be a YouTuber, but I like talking about the stuff that I do in business. And so if you resonate more with that, I think this approach to YouTube, you're going to enjoy a lot more. Okay. I'll talk through the big fundamental shift that you need to make to approach things in a different way to like 99% of people who are tackling YouTube. I want to talk to you about how it fits into kind of like a broader structure and a broader ecosystem. And then I want to talk you through a framework that I call Engineer the Moment. And I've got another deep dive I can link to you below on that as well. But I want to talk you through that framework because it ties in really perfectly with this style of creating YouTube content. Okay, so let's kick things off with a little story. So going back to, I've been uploading on this channel since like 2018. You go back and look at some of the videos, fucking horrendous. I've got this like weird hairstyle thing going on, but they're still there anyway. And in particular, I really ramped up on YouTube in 2020 when I had this program called the Super Affiliate Accelerator, and that did $1 million in its first year. And a core part of that was these regular, very chilled out YouTube videos. And I did the majority of them walking back and forth on my balcony in the apartment that I was living in at the time. And it was funny, that little balcony, that little set almost became a little bit like famous, at least in my world. I remember I had a client fly up to meet me who was one of our top affiliates as well. And he walked into the apartment and he was like, oh my God, it's the balcony. Because it become like this little set, this little famous thing kind of in my world. And all these videos were me on my iPhone, just holding it like this. I didn't even have like a selfie stick or a tripod or a gimbal or anything. Just walking back and forth and talking about quite specific, quite strategic topics, but done in a very casual way. And that strategy there is essentially what this kind of micro channel cash machine approach is really all about. And so I saw the power of this firsthand. That's when it's all started, and I've never really changed my approach. It's always been very relaxed. Okay, and so here's the thing that I figured out. All right, and this was through observation and through trial and error. If you don't want to be a YouTuber, like a full-time YouTuber, and you're still trying to compete with other YouTubers on how do I get as many views as possible and using YouTube as your primary traffic source, you're going to be in for a really hard time. Because I'm not a graphics person. I'm not an editing person. I don't have an eye for that stuff. What I have an eye for is launching offers and making money. All right, that's my thing. That's my jam, and that's what I want to focus on. But I like making videos about it. And so it starts with this level of self-awareness of like, hey, are you a YouTuber or not? And do you want to be a YouTuber? And if you realize that you don't, and you're trying to play the same game as them, you're going to get your ass kicked. Okay. And so what they're all doing is they're trying to make these videos, which is fine. This is their approach. They're trying to make these videos that get as many views as possible. Okay. The other problem with that approach is that it means that you need to create content that you think the algorithm wants to see. And again, I'm not like that. I just like to hit record and talk about the stuff that I want to talk about, or that I know is going to help people, or that I know is going to grow my business and make money, right? 'Cause that's the whole point of all this. Anyway, the big shift that you need to make is stop trying to make videos that get as many views as possible and start talking to your existing audience and the audience that you're growing in other ways. Okay, so let me explain by this. This is the shift. Instead of using YouTube as a top of funnel, and if you aren't familiar with that term, it essentially means top of funnel is like, how do you get new cold people into your world? And start using it as a middle of funnel, which is essentially the part of the funnel where you talk to people who are already in your audience and you educate them and nurture them and spend time with them, right? That's the change. You've got to go from trying to talk to people who don't know who you are to talking to the people who are already in your world and ideally who are finding you through other mechanisms, right? So I just got back from breakfast with the kids and Liana, and while I was there, I had like $400 in low ticket sales come in from ads. Okay, so ads for me are our primary cold top of funnel. And the reason that I like them, especially while traveling, especially with kids, is because I can set up a funnel once, I can set up ad creatives, and they're getting thousands and thousands and thousands of people to see them, click them, buy them, without me needing to constantly create, without me trying to appease the algorithm. So I've got new people finding me, new people spending money, and new people joining my email list that way. Then I can simply create these videos the way that I want to create them, and I don't need to create them to please the algorithm. That's the shift. It's who you're talking to. Okay, now obviously that is predicated on you having other traffic systems in place, which we can talk about in other videos, or you can hit us up over at the Lifestyle Business Academy and we can help you out with that. But that is the big change. And when you do that, then you're playing a different game to everybody else, and you don't need to worry about how many views am I going to get, because the value per view goes way, way, way up. All right. So that's the fundamental shift. All right. Now, once you make that change, the next thing is to think about, okay, well, what type of content am I going to create? And I want to share with you a little bit of a framework that I think will help on this. All right. The other thing that I just want to layer in quickly is if you've got desires of selling without, especially high ticket stuff without sales calls, or even further without DMs, it's not necessary, but it is very valuable to have an asset or a bank of assets like a YouTube channel where people can spend a lot of time with you without you needing to do it one-to-one. Okay? Because what's essentially happening on a call is that you are shortening the relationship building period. Okay? And we can do that through video content. Right? We can do that through video content as well. Someone can spend hours with you while you film that content once. Hundreds of people can spend hours with you while you film that content once. So if you've got designs on that, this is a really valuable thing to ultimately build out as well. And if it's a topic that you like talking about, it's actually fun and it's pretty easy. Okay. And so the next question then becomes, all right, well, what type of content do we want to create? Okay. And I want to give you the high level overview of what I call the engineer the moment content strategy. I'll put a link below to a deeper dive workshop on this if you want to go deeper on it. But fundamentally, there's 3 parts. Okay, and this is from a whole lot of real world experience selling nearly $8 million of information online with a tiny audience. Comes down to 3 things. All right. The first thing is content about what you do. This is the easy part. This is the sterile, like, hey, I help this person get this result. I've got this intellectual property. I've got this process. We solve these problems. Here's this client result, here's this client testimonial, whatever. That's the easy shit to do. Okay. So you definitely want to be creating that type of content. The second bucket, and this is where most people drop the ball. The second bucket is who you are. Okay. And this comes down to your values, your philosophies, what you stand for, what you don't stand for, what you're all about, what's important to you, what's not important to you. Okay. I take this further and I roll it into my entire business. The entire Lifestyle Business Academy platform is built around essentially time and our energy being, our most important assets, and building structure and systems and leverage to protect those. Especially as you get kids and all these kinds of things, and you want to decouple your earnings. So my philosophies and my values flow into absolutely everything. But at a minimum, you want them really being clearly articulated through any of your content, but in particular on YouTube. Because if you only sell people on what you do, you're competing with every other person out there who does that same thing. And it is very, very unlikely that you are truly in a market of one in terms of what it is that you do. Okay, now on the inverse, if you only create content about who you are, some people will vibe with you, some people will resonate with you, but then when push comes to shove and you want to make money, they're going to be like, well, I don't really know what you do. Okay, and so you need a blend of both. Right? When you nail the who you are as well, you massively increase your price elasticity. You can charge more, even if you're less experienced in the what you do thing as well. But that's getting kind of further down the rabbit hole. But they're the two big buckets. And then the third one is what I call the customer's journey or the buyer's journey. And that's aligning to the timing of when they want to solve whatever the problem is that you help them solve. And this comes down to consistency. It comes down to consistently making offers. It comes down to putting out new offers. It comes down to testing new angles. It comes down to testing new hooks, such that you're both on this journey, you and your lead, whatever individual lead it may be. And then when they're ready and they lean in, you're still there. Right? A lot of people will follow up for a little bit. Someone will say no once, and then the customer or the lead keeps going, and then they look in and these people aren't here anymore. So that third aspect of those two elements of content is the timing, and it is the consistency, and it is being there and being there and being there and being there and being there until someone is ready to buy and you're the only option. I had a gent spend a bit of money through one of my emails the other day, and I went digging, and it turns out he joined my email list 580 days ago. 580 days ago. And I'm pretty sure that was the first transaction he's made. Now, that's not normal, but it shows you the power of true consistency. Okay? Drilling a little bit more into the types of content that I really like to create. I love to create content that handles objections in advance. And so if you have DM conversations where people are putting up objections, if you're having calls, if there's pushback in anything, create content that handles that in advance. Right? Answer the question, provide proof, break down your models, etc., etc. Right? I like to create content that answer questions. I also like to create content that kind of shows behind the scenes of my thinking, because it gives people an insight into what it's like to work together. If they vibe with my style, if they vibe with my approach there, they're likely going to become a customer at some point in time. All right? So this is my kind of framework when it comes to using YouTube as part of a broader information business. It almost like our core flow is like ads to email to sell stuff, and this almost like runs along the side and nurtures all of those people who are moving through that flow and they want to spend a little bit more time with me before becoming a customer or a client. And then as a nice secondary benefit is some videos are going to get you more views and they'll serve that top of funnel purpose anyway. All right, I'll put a couple more links below that you can check it out, but that's my approach. Very lo-fi, film in one go. Just upload it. Doesn't need to be perfect. Get that blend of who you are and what you do, and then deploy the consistency such that when the person is ready to go, you are still there. And that's how YouTube can become really easy, really fun, and can be a really, really valuable asset in your business. Your spend per lead and spend per customer will go way, way, way up. And it starts with you changing the game that you're playing. Stop trying to compete with YouTubers on the game of YouTube and start using it as a nurturing asset and setting up other systems to bring people into your world and using this as a tool to spend time with them. Okay. Hopefully there's something you can take away from that one. I'll see you all soon. What's up?